All right. Welcome to the first ever episode of Metanoia Or Nah.
Numero uno.
This is the podcast where we rethink everything. We rethink thinking. We rethink rethinking. We've thought about things and then thought about it again, and possibly, made worse decisions and hopefully made better decisions. If you're just joining us, because you have to be, because it's the first episode, my name is Rudy Wilson. I'm one of your co-hosts. I got my man Jerry with a G.
Jerry with a G.
In the motherfucking building.
Word.
We ain't gonna cuss so we can get monetized on YouTube.
I'm trying not to cuss. trying not.
Well, you're editing, so you blank it out. But this is a podcast we wanted to do. We're both stand-up comedians. And we wanted to come together and not only be funny, but also be able to, help people better themselves. Think about stuff, because I know I've made a lot of mistakes in my life.
Rethink about thinking. And
I had to rethink it. Like, I thought about it again, and then when I rethought about it, I was like, oh, yeah, I was a dumbass.
I usually thought about it from a prison cell, so I should have thought about it before the prison cell. Yeah.
Jesus.
But, can't make the same mistakes twice.
So for those of y'all who don't know, this is a word I actually learned in church, believe it or not. I'm a PK. My dad's a pastor. I've heard him use this word a gazillion times over the last, just say 10 or so years. And when I brought it to you, Jerry, not only I don't think you even had heard of it before.
I couldn't pronounce it.
I about to say, we had to go through.
Of course I never heard it.
We had to get you a speech therapist to be able to pronounce the word. But when you first heard it, when it was first presented to you, what was your thoughts? Did you even know what it meant, care what it meant?
No, absolutely not. I heard the word and I mispronounced it. I think I called it metanoin. Metanoin, metanon. Yeah, I was fucking messing it all the way up. See, I'm already starting. Okay. But yeah, when you told me the definition of it, it made a lot of sense after that, obviously, because I have rethought a lot of my past life, what I could have done differently.
For sure.
Where I would be today, how I would be today, and all that. You know what I mean?
From jail cell.
That's pretty much, from jail cell. But that's pretty much been my whole life. Is making bad decisions, making good ones, bad, good, until up to where I am now. You know what I mean? So when you told me, that's what I thought about it. It's like, damn, that does make a lot of sense. I've done that throughout my whole life. But I just never knew a word for it.
For sure. I mean? No, for sure. And what's so crazy is it's actually so it's, for those of y'all who don't know, it's the Greek word for the word repent or repentance.
And for those that don't know who Greeks are, they're from Greece.
Yeah, you also have the alphas, the Q dogs, the sigmas.
Those are different Greeks. Different Greeks. Are they all black? They have to be.
Well, a Greek fraternity in general, no, but there are the Divine Nine are all black. So it's Alpha. 5 fraternities and 4 sororities, I believe. So it's alphas, AKAs, the deltas and the Qs, sigmas, zetas, SG rows, kappas, and iotas.
So if I would have done better in school, I would know what all that shit means, because I would have went to college.
Right. Yeah. It's just it's a little educated gang.
Most I know about alpha is just what I learned on those podcasts, the Red Pill podcast. You're an alpha male. You're an omega male.
Right. Yeah. Same type of thing, because even in math they actually use the term sigma because it means the sum of all. But yeah, it'd be Greek letters. But yeah, I mean technically you don't even have to be black to be in it. It's white. We have white frat brothers.
In a mostly black fraternity?
Yeah, I'm a Sigma. I have white frat brothers.
Oh, percentage wise would be?
Well, definitely low.
Like 2%.
0.2. I mean,
but like, are they white or are they like, what's up, bruh?
Nah,
those kind of whites?
Nah, they be white.
Oh. Howdy.
Nah, they be white. Yeah.
I was talking to my mom, Deborah, this morning, man. You got to hear this story.
Blue five,
Gee Willikers.
But no, so it is the word repent. And a lot of people connect repentance with spirituality or religion, which it is because of it. You just say that word is in the Bible, but repenting is not a religious word. It's literally, like I said, rethinking. It's reconsidering or thinking about something again differently. So with my dad, his presentation of it is he'll go through these different scriptures where like when Jesus showed up, he was saying like, before I got here, this is what they taught you, but this is what I say about the exact same subject matter or whatever.
Like how you perceive to the words.
Right. So okay, so for instance, he would be like the teachers before me, they taught you that if you cheat on your wife, that's adultery. But I'm letting you know that even you lusting after a woman is committing adultery in your own heart. Gotcha. So it's not that you cheating on your wife isn't adultery. It's that, but also you need to rethink about. Because a lot of people, a lot of men, us, we'll be like, I looked at the menu, but they right. I ain't ordered nothing. Yeah, but are you drooling over the menu?
See, then something like that, too, the translation can always change because now we have technology. So not just drooling over a girl you see walking, you're drooling over a girl on your phone. Yeah, exactly.
So it's that lust. So it makes you check yourself to say, okay, if I am a married man, especially, I definitely then don't, and I get it. Listen, women be fine, we be men, we be lusting. I'm not saying this.
Women be fine.
I'm not saying this from
you went to college. Women be fine.
Yeah, I went to HBCU. We was allowed to talk how we want to.
When you write the paper, it has to be correct. When you speak, F that S.
Right. Shout out to Edward Waters College, now Edward Waters University, Jacksonville, Florida. E-Dub. Anyways,
Job Corps, Yakima, Washington,
ICDC. But no, so that word, it stuck with me and me thinking like, okay, because my dad, even when he preaches, he'll present like, it don't have to be something spiritual. Like you could rethink your finances, you could rethink, your diet. You say you want to lose weight or whatever, rethink the type
I never
of
said that. Why you pointing at me when you said that, bro? I'm not the big one here. Look at your stomach. Your stomach versus mine. You can't even see mine.
Definitely, you got to rethink this.
I definitely wore black for that reason, though, just in case.
This ain't even a shirt. This is a tattoo on my chest. But so that's how I got it. So even when I named my production company, I named it Metanoia because I wanted to make films that would make people rethink. It doesn't have to be a church film. It can be about anything, but I'm making you look at this again differently. So even when you approached me, you was like, yo, you got an idea for a podcast like that you ever want to do? And I had already just recently been thinking about it. So when you hit me up, I'm like, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Let's do it. Cause I wanna be able to be funny and have a good time, talk about stuff, but at the same time.
Speaking of films, that's what Friday was. You know that?
Was what?
It was Metanoia. It was a different way of looking at the hood. So at that time, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, all that shit was just negative black men in the hood. That's why he made Friday.
That's fast.
He's like, we have fights and shit, obviously, but we have fun too.
Right. That's real. No, that's actually a great point. That's actually a great point. I think I actually like those type of movies that peel the curtain back into like a world that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you can see the different side. Like even if. No shade, but you would know this better than me. But even if there was fun parts in prison or jail, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that definitely was.
And I guess it would be kind of hard to make a movie about that because you wouldn't want to glorify it and be like, yo, come here, it's lit. We playing some head, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like even or even them just showing what people really have to go through, just say, behind those walls or whatever. I mean, I think anything that can kind of make you reevaluate the stereotype you had. They'll show, now they got shows in Africa, like the young rich kids in Africa or whatever on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. It's not all dust and dragons or whatever.
Everybody ain't on the elephant.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. So.
But honestly, growing up in the United States, that's what we got was everybody over there has flies on their eyeballs. They're not eating. They're starving.
Nobody saying in Africa they go right.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knew any different.
Right.
And then when social media started happening, people were actually doing like, "Hey, I live here."
Right. I mean,
look at the building. Right. Look at my business. I'm driving, bro. Yeah.
Right. Somebody's like, "Is that Times Square?" No, this is Africa.
You know the one that pissed me off though, when the people, because I don't know, I just don't like to waste. But they were like, they say we don't have water here, and then they pour water all on themselves. I'm like, yo, drink that shit. What are you doing? You're just wasting water to prove a point. You know what I mean?
No water.
Oh yeah, man. That shit. I don't know why them videos bother me, but they did it for a while.
Yeah. I mean, really, we are pretty wasteful. Even like mukbangs and stuff are kind of crazy. You just sitting on camera, just devouring.
When the first time you heard that word, what did you think?
Mukbang?
Yeah.
I didn't get introduced to it without a visual, so I already.
Oh, okay. I heard the word. You saw the mukbangs? Is that like a cuck video or something? Yo, I don't think I want to see that. And then they showed me, and it was worse. I didn't like it. Right. People chewing it.
Yeah, it's pretty. And
into a microphone.
And I've done one before, and I'm shamed.
It's an ASMR mukbang or something like that. Oh yeah,
it's embarrassing.
That's just annoying, bro.
It's very cringe.
Like I don't like. Well, you chew loud, so I don't like when you eat. But I don't like when my wife eats either. And I mean, I love her to death. Right. But yeah, music in the background or something, bro.
I feel like you cannot enjoy food without smacking. You got to pop the flavor up out of it.
She can smack with her mouth closed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a great woman.
She
chews like with her tongue. You know what I mean? I don't know what she's doing in there. Okay. She's trying to make a whole new dish in her mouth. It's weird.
She's a mother, so she know how to eat when the kids are napping.
She's chewing it up to bring it to the kids or something. There you go. There's your carrots. There's your bone. There's your grits.
Mama bird's here.
Nah, it's gross.
No. Okay, so for this first segment, I actually want to get into maybe just say some personal experiences we may have had in reference to like a time that we may have thought a certain way, operated a certain way, and then we had a metanoia moment where we actually rethought it at the moment, or even maybe it was years later, but now you can sit back and be like, yo, I actually had to think about this differently, and then this is the outcome. So do you got something like that?
Do I have something?
Yeah, I mean, I know. Besides prison or in prison, or
no. That was jail.
Jail.
But
very different. Gotcha.
Yeah. I wish I'd have went to prison, man.
Okay.
They got so much more freedom in prison.
Okay.
You ever been locked up? Period at all? Like a weekend? Got pulled over, put in a drunk tank, nothing like that.
Nah, I'm more of an overnighter.
So prison is more freedom,
right?
But you're still in locked up, obviously,
for a long time.
But your door opens, or 5 years. Your door opens, you come out, you're with other people, you're playing, you're eating, you're watching TV, whatever. Then you go back at night.
Right.
In jail, you're in the same room. You're grounded.
Right.
You're in the same room.
Right.
My jail that I went to, I was in the same room for 24 hours every day until Sunday. We got out for 1 hour on rec to go play ball or whatever.
Jeez.
Unless you had court. Or you had to go to the not the defect. What's it called where you get hurt?
Like medical?
Yeah, medical. Unless you had to go to medical. That's it. You're in that room with the same people.
Was niggas like injuring themselves on purpose just to try to get up out of there?
Nobody did it on purpose, but some people got injured. Yeah.
I figured that.
Yeah, nobody did it on purpose though.
Well, I meant like, I just want some freedom. I do this just so I can go to medical and get up out of here. Or
no. There's people that complained.
Right.
My stomach hurts. Right. Everybody eats the same food as you, bro. Everybody's stomach would hurt if something was wrong with the food. Yeah, there was definitely complainers, but now I wouldn't like that. But speaking on that, that definitely, I would have done that different. So the thing that got me locked up, it's actually an article. If you read, go to Kentucky, 2007, August 11th, 2007 in Oak Grove, Kentucky.
Okay.
There was an article about why the police should not chase motorcycle riders. So I'm on my bike and they go to pull me over and I run. And then the cop hits some lady. She lives, but she hit some lady. And then one of the other cops flipped over into a cornfield. He's okay too. But out of all that chaos that ensued,
y'all shooting a high chase speed in a movie, like
so all that ensued, we were in a neighborhood the entire time. So my dumb ass, I'm doing 80, 90 through a neighborhood. Right. Yeah, it was nighttime though. It was like 9 o'clock at night, so no kids hopefully are out. But the police chasing me, causing all that shit, that was the issue, right?
Right.
So because they wrote that article, now they're not supposed to chase motorcycles, and this is why. Had I have thought about it, I would have just pulled over because nothing was wrong with me. I wasn't drunk. I had my tag. I didn't have a driver license. That's what I didn't have. But I had insurance at this time because I had just bought this motorcycle. Okay. So had I just pulled over, they would have told me, you need to go get a driver license. And the reason later that the cop said he was pulling me over was speeding, which was untrue because I've been on that bike for 2 weeks. I didn't know how to ride. So I was hitting a corner slowest. You ever seen somebody on a motorcycle struggling to hit the corner? That's what I was doing.
Right.
But my bike was loud. I had a shorty pipe. So they heard me coming.
This is my question.
Huh.
Because, like, most times when people tell a story, they were like, yo, like, I could have made a better decision here. Normally, it's like but I did make this drastic decision because he had a gun on me, or whatever the case may be. You're telling me
I just didn't want to get pulled over.
So you just was making bad decisions at this point in your life. Well, this ain't even a...
I was like 23. I was young, bro.
I've been 23 before.
You didn't make dumb decisions when you was 23? Go ahead and lie to me.
Not high-speed police chase.
Still, high-speed police chase.
No reason.
Stealing a Snicker, high-fiving a girl that you wasn't supposed to on the butt, whatever. You made bad decisions when you was 23.
Well, first of all, what girl are you high-fiving on the bus at 23?
WNBA. WNBA.
Why is this nigga on the bus? High-fiving girls. I was talking about even a city bus. How just high-fiving women. Yes, we are here.
That's why you got to sit down when they walk by. Sorry, I was going for your hands.
$1.75 each.
Nah, so in hindsight, obviously I shouldn't have done what I did. But there's plenty of times that I shouldn't have done what I did because the outcome of if I would have got in trouble would have been way less simple, something nonchalant, slap on the wrist.
I agree. I just think that
but at this time, so you got to remember, I'm where I grew up was ghetto. It was poor. It was hood. It was a little bit of Colorado and Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay.
Colorado Springs and Colorado and Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's mainly where I grew up.
Both were hood or?
Colorado Springs, where I was you remember when Dave Chappelle said my parents made just enough so we can grow up poor around rich people?
Right.
Yeah, we were that.
Okay, gotcha.
We were the poor around the rich.
Gotcha.
Well, they weren't really rich either, but they were getting by.
Right.
And then I went to Bridgeport, and this is ghetto. Drugs, gangs.
Right. I've heard of Bridgeport. Right.
Yeah, just what's the Family Guy? You ever seen that? Mm-hmm. When they opened up these gates to this oil refinery, he said, "This doesn't look like Santa Claus. This doesn't look like North Pole. It looks like Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's just a dirty place, bro."
Gotcha.
So anyway, all that already in my mental.
Right.
I'm a failure at life so far because I got kicked out at this point. I got kicked out of school.
Okay.
Well, I dropped out of school.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Job Corps. I got kicked out the military. And I just got a job, so I was starting to get my
We
shit
are going to have a lot to talk about on this podcast. We have plenty of metanoia moments apparently in your life because you have had a boot to your ass.
Yeah, long time. And I didn't do well until I met my wife. So hold on.
I've never heard of an adult being kicked out of this many places. I've heard of kids saying, "I got kicked out of this high school, that high school." This man like, "Yeah, Publix don't fuck with me." Walmart said, "Get your shit together." It's like
I can't go into Kangaroo no more. Right. Yeah. So, speaking of that though, the military, getting kicked out of the military, nobody still knows why. I still can't go on a military. Well, I think I can now. But for 10 years after I got out, I couldn't go on a military base. And I told everybody I can't get on base. Right. As soon as you get to the thing, they check your ID, they flag me. Right. And they're like, "Well, why? Don't worry about that. I can't go on base."
Right.
So then I go to another one. I know the people at the gate. You'll be fine. So then we go to the gates and they check my ID. I've never had this, but it just says "do not allow on premises." I don't know what that means, but you can't come on base. Man, what did you do? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're the first ever, but I know.
It says no
They need
entry.
to teach us this in training, but I can see clearly you don't belong.
Yeah, man. So anyway, being all that, so when I was 23, I definitely wasn't an adult, even though I was technically by age a grown up.
Right.
In my mind, I wasn't. You know what I mean? I was still very immature.
For sure.
So when I got this motorcycle, everybody else is running from cops. That's what I heard. So I was just like, man, let me try it. Why not? You know what I mean? What's the worst that could happen?
Man thought this was a video game.
So, yeah, bruh. In my mind, still, when I replay it, it was definitely Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it has to be.
And then my boy, because I was leaving my boy's crib, his wife was stuck in the traffic. She calls him and says, "Yo, something happened. There's a motorcycle accident. Call Jerry." So he's trying to call me while I don't even know what my phone was.
But there wasn't actually an accident. Everybody else crashed? Or you crashed?
I also crashed. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. So so the lady got hit. Right. She was trying to take a turn. The cop T-boned her.
Right.
The cop that went straight, he was next to me. And this is an asshole cop, which I shouldn't have ran. I know. But I'm going to make a turn. Right. So I'm foot to the back pedal. To the back brake on my right foot. It's slammed. Right. So I'm sliding a little bit and I'm doing this with my front brake. You know what I mean? So I'm slowing down quick. And I feel bike do this, there's a headlight right here. So the cop hit me on my bike. And then just my knee-jerk reaction, I just hit the throttle. I don't know why, but I drifted around this corner. And then when I came to, it's just like wobbling. Oh shit, I look over and I see, woo, woo, yeah, there's a whole video game, bro, I'm telling you. So then when I'm going straight, there's a guy, it's a one lane. There's a guy in this lane. I'm going to go around him. He came into the oncoming lane to block me, and he hit me, and I fell, and I hit a fire hydrant. So that's why my knee is fake.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen gotcha. Yeah. Makes sense.
So all of that could have been prevented had I just, let me just get this ticket right quick.
But this is my question, because I'm just going back to something. You made this decision knowing that you wasn't that good at riding, because you just said I wasn't speeding because I didn't even know what I'm doing.
So I was new at riding,
right?
But at this point, I had already fell once over 100. So for that, I went to a gravel lot and I practiced controlling my motorcycle.
Right.
Okay. So I got really good at that.
Right.
But I never put it into practice.
Well, no.
So this was my moment. All that practice I just put in. Let's see if it pays off.
Right.
Yeah. And it almost did. Had that guy not hit me, I would have made it. And then I wouldn't have learned my lesson though.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have hit a fire hydrant with my neck the next time and I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's well, thank God you're alive.
That wasn't the last time I ran from the police though. Yeah, allegedly.
So what age did you rethink it?
When I got my Harley. I can't get away from cops on a Harley.
He was like,
man.
Hey, y'all here? Okay.
I was on the highway, the fastest I've ever been, 214 miles an hour on a motorcycle. I was on the highway. I passed the cop doing 130. We're going the same direction. Young. It's like, damn, he's going to come after me. Sure enough, lights come on. So I just laid into the throttle. By the time I looked down, it was like 180, 190. It's like, all right, I'm good. Then I see lights over the thing. Every exit, I saw a cop. It's like, fuck, they just on the radio. You can't beat the radio. Right. So on the radio, he's coming this way. He's coming this way. So then I knew this long stretch on I-24. I just 6th gear. I just throttled down and I just tucked in tight as I could. 200. Oh shit, I'm 200 club. 205, 210, 214. Yeah, that's enough of that. And they called up again. But I still made it. I got into not a neighborhood, into the, I took an exit into the city, and I just left, right, which, by the way, is how you run from police. Not saying that you should run from police, but if you do, left, right. Don't go straight. You can't beat the radio. What do you
I don't
you don't condone that.
I don't know if you guys should repent about how to run from the cops. I don't know. That's a good metanoia.
But yeah, after all that, I knew how to run from the police. I rethought the thinking about running from the police. Don't do it on the highway.
Out of the Metanoia or Nah, that's the one Nah I'm throwing. Do not rethink, guys, how to run from the cops. Pull over.
So anyway, and then all that. So then I got arrested. I went to jail for a while. While I was in jail, I met some unsavory folk, obviously.
Unsavory.
But the whole jail experience while I was in there, obviously everybody does the same thing. Why did I do the thing that I did? Had I did something else. So that's when I had my legit metanoia moment, was in jail. Had I just pulled over, I might have been locked up, but I would have been in there a week.
Right.
At most.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it was in Kentucky, they don't have bail bonds. So if your bail is $300,000, that's $300,000. You gotta put your house up. And I was right on the border. So Oak Grove is right on Clarksville. That's right on the border. Had I been in Tennessee, if I would have ran and made it into Tennessee and they charged me there, it would have been a $300,000 bond. I could have got out for $30,000 for 10%. Obviously, nobody would have paid that, but that's
So how long did you end up doing in jail for this?
So I got deferred for 3.5 years. So what that means is time served every time that you're in, or every day that you're in, they give you 2 days in county. And then when you're doing all the what's that shit called after? Probation and everything accounts for the 3 years added all together, however they fucking did that shit.
So how long were you actually in?
I was actually in for about 5 months.
And that's the 24 hours a day?
Yeah, the 24 hours in the same cell and all that, yeah.
In the cell, so not even in like a bay? Like a open
No, it was like a room. Like imagine a master bedroom in a nice crib and then put 10 bunks in there.
That is.
And then on top of that, 10 bunks, but it's overpopulated. Every prison on the United States is overpopulated. Right. So 10 bunks and 30 guys. Nobody shared a bunk. Not that I know of. I was by myself. But I was sleeping on the floor underneath where they bring the chow.
Right.
The little cubby.
Right.
I was right underneath that on my little mat. Obviously with a thing on my leg because I was, I had a fake knee right now. And yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good times.
Maybe I should have went first.
So what's your Metanoia moment that you want to share
I don't have
today?
anything as exciting as that.
That's not even the worst one.
Well, yeah, let's start the people off light for the first one.
Start them off light. That was a light one. I could have just said I stole Skittles once. Probably shouldn't have done that because I got grounded.
So the body I buried. Like, if I would have used a stronger shovel,
wouldn't have taken me as long, and I wouldn't got caught.
Right? They caught me as I was packing the last bit of dirt.
Using an E-tool. Remember those shits?
Yes. Dig a foxhole. Let's go. Get in it.
You know we had to do that when we was in Iraq? They made us dig foxholes to sleep in.
We had to do that in basic training.
No, we were at war. Right. They're talking about dig a hole so you can sleep. Why can't I just sleep on the floor?
Yeah, and I think both are stupid. I guess they have their reasons for it, but I'm saying,
if something were to explode, shrapnel comes, you're below ground.
Right.
So you don't get hurt.
Right.
That's the idea behind it.
Yeah. We dug them and didn't even sleep in them.
In basic?
Yeah.
Oh, just practice digging holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your own grave.
Like
that's what we used to call it, bro. Go dig a hole for my grave. I got it. Yeah, 6 feet deep. All right.
That is hilarious. Yeah, by the way, we both were in the military. We'll get into all that in other episodes. Well, he got kicked out.
I just play Call of Duty. I don't know what he doing.
He got kicked out. I did my 3.5.
That's when I got out. I was supposed to do 4.
We both did a bid. So for me, I definitely have plenty as far as in life.
Do you have any that involve law enforcement?
No.
Any kind of authority? Security? I don't know what else it would be. Security guard or law enforcement? Top flight?
Not in reference to like me making the wrong decision and I should have did this differently type of thing. Like, nah.
There's nothing that could have ruined your life or that did ruin your life per se, and then you should have done it a different way so it could be turned around.
I'm saying dealing with law enforcement?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No.
So you never had an issue with your freedom?
No. Not in like because like I said, even the 2 times that I got arrested, the first time I
walked. You did get arrested.
Well, I'm saying that's why I said when you asked me have I done jail or weekend or whatever, I said I've done like one-nighters. Like I've been just went in and at like midnight, got out like 6 a.m.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying though. Like you didn't do a stint. I'm saying you ever been arrested and why? What happened? Like how you could?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but I'm saying, but my okay. So the first time I got arrested, I was in the Army. I was coming home from a show. Basically, I was in a relationship. I knew my girlfriend basically was lying about whatever it is she said she was going to do. So when I pulled up to the crib, I pulled up just to see was her car there because she was supposed to be gone. So when I went up to the door, I just literally just twist the doorknob and it was just unlocked. I ain't no key. I ain't have to push on. I just twist it. And this is like midnight. It's probably ain't midnight yet. But
a good neighborhood.
Probably maybe like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
It was a good neighborhood.
Yeah, it's good enough. I mean, it definitely wasn't a bad neighborhood, but it wasn't like the suburbs of like a big gated community. But either way, long story short, I walk in, I catch her in bed with another dude. She attacks me with a knife and a hammer, then calls the police and tells them I broke into her house to steal the dog.
What kind of hammer knife did she have? Or was it 2 separate?
No, 2 separate.
Oh, and she was like swinging at you like Kabul from Mortal Kombat?
No, like first a knife. I get the knife out of her hand, then the hammer. So that's why even like these scars on my hand, this is from when I had to get the stitches before they took me.
How'd you get the knife out of her hand? Did you grab the blade?
So the first time she came at me, I grabbed her by both wrists and like pushed her off. Then the second time, I grabbed the hand that she had it in and I like squeezed her hand and like, so she could like loosen the grip of it. And I just took it out of her hand. So then she ran off and got the hammer and she was swinging it. And I got my hand on like this. So I had a watch on. So like the watch shattered. And like,
hold on. I got a better question.
Yeah.
So she was in bed
with another dude
having sex with another man.
Well, they were
and
done.
then you walked in.
They were done. They were just still.
Why the fuck did they have a knife and a hammer? What kind of freaky shit was they doing in here?
No, this the knife and the hammer wasn't from the bedroom. It wasn't.
Where you said you caught her and then she came at you with a knife and a hammer.
Yeah. So
just like on the nightstand, she had a knife.
Understood. So understood. So when I walked into the bedroom, when she gets up out of the bed and walks out of the room, like, and goes to the kitchen. So when I come out of the bedroom, she is coming at me with a knife from the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? So,
oh shit, I'm caught. I gotta kill him.
Right.
Damn, yo.
So then when I wrestled a knife out of her hand, I go into the kitchen where the dog cage is, because we had a puppy that I had just bought, but I was letting the dog stay at her house mainly because I didn't want the mess in mine.
Apparently you shouldn't have, because she's dangerous if there's hammers and knives around.
Well, this is the first time something like this had happened. So this wasn't like a reoccurring thing that I just kept getting attacked with knives and hammers. But so when I go to grab the dog, then at this point she has the hammer, so she's swinging the hammer at me. And
while you have the dog?
Well, I got
so she was trying to hit the dog?
No. She's swinging. The dog is over here.
Oh.
She's swinging here.
So you were protecting the dog?
I'm protecting me.
You should have used the dog?
The dog is just happy to be just getting, protected by association. Right. The dog was definitely crying. But my watch shattered, my hand get all cut up and whatever. So then, long story short, my bad. So long story short, like I said, she basically called the cops and said that I broke into her house and tried to steal the dog. When they got there, they assessed the situation and realized what it really was. So it was so bad, bro. The guy who arrested me, he was a young black dude. But this nigga apologized to me before he put me in jail.
I gotta do this. I'm sorry.
Bro, and he was trying to find like little loopholes, if you will, to try to help me out. Cause he was like, do you at least have like a key here? He was like, do you keep clothes here? Do you get mail that comes here? Anything. Cause if you had, cause
where is your sock?
Right.
Where is the sock?
Because anybody can say this, I'm her boyfriend and whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Some kind of proof.
And I believe you, sir, but I need some type of concrete proof that can hold up and say,
get that little CSI bag. I got fingerprints all over this bitch, yo.
But so that was, so I went to jail for that. But I got out the next morning. The charges were dropped. It ended up being nothing. And then the second time I went to jail was.
Hold on, wait. Let's go back to that. Where was the guy that was in bed with her the whole time?
He
just stayed in bed.
Well, he was. When all of the attacking happened, I don't know where he was at. I was getting attacked. I don't know.
So he could have just been in the bed.
You think I was like, get that knife away from me? Hey, where you going? Get back here, boy.
Just eating a popsicle. Like, hey, motherfuckers are crazy.
Right. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was getting dressed. I don't know. Trying to get on soft. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know. What he
getting dressed slowly.
Right.
Go out the window.
I like this crazy.
I'm definitely coming back here.
Fight for me. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But anyway, so like I said, but it turned out to be nothing. Like I didn't even get put in a cell. Like they sat me next to the deputy desk, and just processed me in and processed me out. But it took like 6 hours.
And that was in military post base?
No. We was off base. We both had apartments. Yeah, off base. Yeah, this was a civilian jail or whatever situation. But like they like our captain or whatever and first sergeant found out, they kept it under wraps. Like they didn't let it go all the way up to, like, it didn't hit the blotter like that. But because once everybody realized what really happened, but they also can't just dog her out. Like they can't be like, you a slut. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all they can really do is just be like, okay, we're just gonna keep y'all all away from each other.
So she was in the unit? In your unit?
In the same company.
On the same company?
It was in the same company.
Damn.
Yeah, we lined up in formation together. Yeah. So
that was an awkward attention. This bitch, man.
Yeah. So our platoons used to be next to each other, so they actually just moved ours to the other side. It was 4 platoons, so we just became the first one instead of third, and they was 4. So that was their way of keeping us separate or whatever.
PT would have been different for me. I'd have been running just to keep up with her, tripping motherfucking ass.
Well, we also did it as platoon, so we didn't necessarily always do it as a company. So I didn't have to do PT with her. It just I
would have done it on purpose. I want to run with them because that's where the runners is at. Oh, this is your ex over here. No, I'm talking about her. The runners. I want to run. I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then
throw shit at her when she was in front of me. Oh man, nah, ain't no damn way. You was that close to somebody that tried to kill you, and you had to be because it was work. You see that?
Yeah, but at the same time, like
anybody that has tried to kill me, there's no way that I could just be around them.
Yeah, but see, I don't really think she would like actually try to kill me.
So what do you think if somebody pulls a knife on you and tries to stab you?
See, I've dealt with I've dealt with crazy chicks before.
That have stabbed or tried to stab you?
No, but
so then you haven't dealt with crazy chicks before.
I'm saying I've dealt with crazy chicks in the sense of like they use moves like that as a bluff. Like I want you to think they trying to psych you out. Like they crazy enough to try to psych you out that they're crazier than what they really are.
Oh, you got to show them you're crazier though.
Well, I'm
I'm saying like you got to buy a hamster and just look her in the eye and just, you know what I mean, break the neck and then eat it raw. Just a little bit of ketchup. Yep. Just in case you ever think about pulling a knife on me, remember the hamster Bobo. Give him a name Bobo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I just prefer a better method. I just leave him alone. But
it's not fun that way. Living a dangerous life, bro.
But I'm saying, I felt like she did that on like feeling like I probably would just run off and like scared, like oh she's attacking me, and then just to get me out of there type of thing, like because if somebody really want to stab you, she would just grab another knife. After I took the first one. You feel what I'm
Maybe
saying?
that was her only knife.
No, what?
Maybe that was the only sharp one.
The kitchen set.
Maybe that was the only one specifically to stab people.
She had plenty. Trust me.
I'm saying all the knives that I have, they have a purpose. This one's for celery. This one's for onions. This one's for pork. No?
All of them was for stabbing.
She could have grabbed another one.
She could have got it. For sure.
But in her irate state, is that the right word? In her crazy state, maybe she thought that the hammer would have worked better because I tried to stab him, but it didn't work. What if I just swing this hammer and maybe he'll back up? He's not scared to get stabbed. Maybe he's scared to get hit by a hammer.
Right. I think.
Was it the hammer with the little things on the back?
Yeah. But once again,
so she could have stabbed you with that.
But once again, it's the scare tactic, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was ever about let me beat the hell out of you with a hammer.
Well, she's a piece of shit anyway because you had a dog in your hand and she's trying to hit you.
Well, she also is trying to hit me after me catching her in bed with another guy. I think that's the. But
the dog, bruh, the dog was right there.
But let's let the dog disappear for a second.
No, you don't let the dog disappear. Animals are more important than humans.
No, let's put this bitch aside and talk about that bitch that was in bed. Okay,
don't call her a bitch. She's a dog. Okay,
it was a female dog.
Yeah, she's not a bitch. Literally a bitch. She's precious.
And her mama
what was her name?
Her mama Tiffany? Was a bitch. Well, the dog name was Saint.
Saint. See, Saint.
The mama name was Saint.
Saint was Saint.
I had a Saint in one hand, and I had Satan trying to get me. Man. So that's how that happened. And the dog name was Saint, really.
That's messed up.
But either way, so the second time
I'm more mad that she tried to swing on you when you had a dog in your hand. That says something about me, don't it? Yeah. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. No, you a prison type nigga. You don't care about niggas going to jail.
Animals, man. Except for hamsters. I don't.
But the second time I went to jail, it's a really quick story. When I moved back from California to Florida. When I renewed my registration for my car, I renewed it in Florida registration. For whatever reason, me getting Florida registration again, it triggered in the system my Florida ID, which I no longer have because I've been living in California. You can't have an ID in two different places. And California has a strict rule about if you live here a certain amount of days or whatever, you need to have a California driver's license.
Like two weeks straight or something like that.
It's quick.
Even you were in the military at this time, right?
No, I was in film school.
Oh, you was already out.
Film school, yeah. But so in Pinellas County, they got their cruisers got like these sensors on it where if you got like a suspended license, anything, it'll trigger them and they'll just pull you over. So I'm constantly, this is when I'm staying with my dad in Oldsmar, I'm constantly getting pulled over. And they're saying, yo, our thing is showing that you're driving with an expired driver's license. Because technically, my original Florida license would have been expired by now. But I don't have it. So it popping up means nothing to me because I'm when they're pulling me over, I'm showing them a valid California driver's license. This is when I first moved back. So I didn't go to the DMV and get it changed and stuff yet. Like when I first moved back to Florida to Jacksonville, that's when I renewed my registration. Then when I moved to Tampa, I still had the Florida registration, but I'm now getting pulled over with the California license. So long story short, after a couple of times of this happening, one particular cop pulls me over because every cop would let me go. They would see the valid license and say, okay, just get a Florida license when you get a chance. One particular cop pulls me over. He gives me a ticket anyways for saying, yeah, no, you driving with an expired driver's license.
For a clerical error.
As he's handing me my
driver's license with
the ticket.
Go about your day.
So when I go
drive off, he let you drive off with a valid license, saying that you didn't have a valid license ticket.
Right. So when I go to find out,
He's white.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. So when I go to find out, but all of them were. So it wasn't like a,
that was racist. No, they're not.
So
black police.
No, I'm saying.
Remember the black guy tried to help you with a girl stabbing you in the dog?
That was in a whole other state. That was in Virginia. I'm talking about in Pinellas County, these was all white cops every time I got pulled over. But they was always cool, but he gave me the ticket. So when I go to get my court date, they tell me a particular court date, and then I got 2 notices in the mail back to back saying, you do not have to appear for court. Like, do not show up.
You sound upset.
We will let you know if for whatever reason we need you.
Maybe you shouldn't have brought the story up because
they sent 2 notices. I take a picture of them. I email both to myself.
Oh, man.
The court date passes by.
You didn't make it.
Well, I didn't have to go. It's not about making it. I'm saying that the date that I originally got told, that date now passes by. So I'm in Tampa. I'm leaving my sister's house. I'm getting ready to go to the gas station so I can head back to Oldsmar. At this time, the car I had, one of my headlights was out, so I had on my brights so I wouldn't be driving with just one headlight. Long story short, a cop pulls me over for having on my brights. He sees I have a warrant for my arrest for missing court. So long story short,
clerical error.
So I go to jail, right? But then, long story short, when I go to court, they eventually, like, I had to go for like whatever the steps is to say whether you're gonna plead, whatever. But then when we finally get to like the actual thing, they literally called me up, didn't even swear me in, and she was like, "Hey, Mr. Wilson, yeah, you can go. Pinellas County dropped the whatever," because they knew that. First of all, I shouldn't have gotten a ticket. Number one. Mm-hmm. Number 2, y'all told me we presented both notices. This says I do not have to go to court. And then now so I shouldn't have got a ticket. And then I got a warrant for my arrest for missing court that I was told twice not to go to. So by the time they actually like was able to like make a decision on where we're going to move, whatever, I don't know the different steps, but it was like I had to go to court like 3 times. Like the first time, second time, on that third time, they didn't even swear me in. She called me up, Mr. Wilson, you can go home. The Pinellas County dropped it.
You didn't ask for no gas money or nothing?
And then I had to pay to get the shit expunged. Because I got arrested. I'm like, and none of this has to do with anything Metanoia.
Oh, man.
I didn't rethink any of this, honestly. But I will. And I know
driving through Pinellas County.
Right. But that's just, I guess, my fun little jail stories. But I will say this though. Just to wrap it up, because I feel like we gonna have to come to a close, but just to wrap it up with a metanoia, not even a moment that I've already overcome, but I actually have a metanoia or nah, just a situation I'm dealing with in real time.
Okay, let's do it. I got you back. Does it involve knives, puppies, or Pinellas County?
None of the above.
Good.
Or the bitch who cheated on me.
Or the bitch.
So, when I wonder
where that nigga's at, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't stop thinking, like, what was he doing? If you were in the bed and all that commotion was happening, what would you have been doing?
So, metanoia or not?
It's just bothering me.
So, I played football my whole life. Started playing football when I was 6. Always had a dream of going to the NFL. I screwed up in high school, so I only played 9th and 10th grade, didn't play 11th and 12th grade, still got blessed to be able to go to play at HBCU, full ride scholarship. They never saw any film, no stats, no nothing, right? But while I was at the HBCU and going towards my senior year, saying, okay, I'm going to combines and stuff like that, I didn't know at the moment, but I didn't realize the level of work it would take to actually pursue that goal, especially coming from a small black school. Because it's one thing if you already got the University of Florida on your chest. That's going to already give you a shoe in. You feel what I'm saying? But my biggest mistake was like when they was looking at even stats and 40 times or whatever, I'm putting up the same numbers as the University of Florida people, but they're at the University of Florida. I'm at Edward Waters College. So they like, well, if you doing the same thing as them, we can just take them because they played technically at a higher level.
Yeah.
And then even just the grind or the training, all that. Like when I look at it hindsight now, I'd be like, there's no way I'd have been prepared to actually go to the league and succeed. Right. So now I'm a comedian. Now I'm into comedy. I've been a stand-up comedian for 10 years.
Damn.
And I think about how with football and the NFL dream, because I didn't have the right mindset and right approach, it's the reason why, just say like that window missed me. Like I didn't.
So it was your fault.
For sure. But I also didn't know at the time what I know now. So it was my fault, but I also wasn't in an environment of where people who could be like, yo, you need to do this if you really want to make it. You know what I'm saying? So now with comedy, I've been doing it 10 years. And as we've talked about before, I've been inconsistent when it comes down to just say posting clips, posting content, doing whatever it is to market myself as a brand and put myself out there. I meet people all the time who say, man, you're going to make it big one day. You're hilarious. You're going to make it big one day. You're hilarious. But they're saying that because of the experience they had with me at this small comedy show.
Just in the moment.
Right. But I know in the back of my mind, what they're saying will never happen without me doing the work. Mm-hmm. And I compare it back to the football of saying, I don't want to let comedy miss me, the comedy dream miss me the same way the NFL dream missed me because I didn't do
You ain't put the work.
You feel what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say it's a metanoia or nah in real time, because as we sit here recording this, I have not uploaded any content. Let's talk about it. I'm still bullshit.
Man, I told you last night too because we did a show.
No. Let me get this out. I've done several shows the last couple weeks. Ain't even put a camera up. And I'm talking about I was crushing. Ain't got no footage of it. My man here had a show, a great show we did. Ain't no footage. If you had to be there. So what I'm saying is, I would hope that all of our viewers, as well as you, hold me accountable. You feel me? Hold me. I keep hitting this microphone. I'm sorry. Hold me accountable. Okay? Hold me accountable and say, just do the work. Because this is part of us doing this podcast is a part of it, but there's also a part that I have to do. And I know for a fact that some days I wake up, even on the filmmaking side, like with my screenwriting and stuff, like I be thinking like, man, Rudy, are you like, you're 36, you turning 37 this year, you're married now, you got whatever, like, are you really going to allow what happened to you in football, happen to you with comedy and film? And even though you can do comedy and film longer than just say playing sports, it's still like, do you even want to wait till you 60 before it finally pops? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really get to enjoy the fullness of it. So it's
getting into it is the hard part. Once you're in there, staying in is easy.
As far as what, like
getting into anything.
Right.
Yeah. As soon as you make it to the level, NFL, boom, I can stay here as long as I want to, as long as I keep playing. As soon as you make it to boom, I'm on TV, I can stay here as long as I want to, as long as I keep playing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm sure there's things to tackle and, battles to deal with on that level, but that's my metanoia or nah. Like I have to make that decision. Like, am I going to really rethink my approach to this? Or am I going to say nah and allow, be sitting in a cubicle somewhere kicking myself the same way when I quit the Army, when I quit Planet Fitness to do comedy full time? I was like, nah, man, I can't be at 9 to 5. I got to pursue this. And then I'll pursue it. Something happened in life where I'm like, I need a job.
You're pursuing it half-ass.
And pursuing it half-ass. So that's my real time. As we record this, I have to make a decision.
And wife, you need to help him too.
To metanoia or nah. And I'm gonna
just text you every morning.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't seen the video clip yet.
Yeah. Do it. Seriously. I need it.
For real.
I need it.
I hope the next time you see me, nigga, if you don't stop texting me, nope, I'm gonna keep doing it.
I'm with it. Y'all hit me up too, man. Text me. If you got my number, if you're watching this, text me. I know you be supporting.
His number is 813. What is it?
Gotcha.
You remember when you used to know numbers?
Yeah.
You know your wife's number?
I do. Only because we use her number for all of the rewards at all the stores. That's how I learned it so fast.
I know my wife's number and she knows mine, but I've had my number for almost 20 years. Same phone number.
It's the only number I've ever had.
Yeah.
Since I was 14 years old.
Damn.
First number I had.
So that's what, 23 years? Yep.
Yes, yeah. I don't do math that well. You had a lot of time in jail to count. So.
I didn't count. Well, I was playing dominoes, yeah. It ain't like cartoons, bro.
Counting the days.
That's 5.
Gotcha.
Nah, that's a good one though.
I was gonna say, you got anything else? Because I know it's
but just to piggyback off that, I'm new to comedy, so I've only been doing it a year. But I want to be at the same level that you are as mentally, as far as posting content constantly, recording myself, doing all that. So yeah, I'll definitely hit you up more often to, hey, I haven't seen a clip today. What's going on?
Yeah, I need to post something today.
Yeah,
even today. So
absolutely.
So
that's a good first episode, though, man.
I'm gonna definitely do it, man. I'm gonna choose Metanoia, guys, and y'all choose the same. If you got something in your life that you feel like you need to rethink or do differently, keep tapping in with us every single week.
Absolutely.
We what day we say we posted this? What day is the day that this is? People are watching this?
Sundays or Saturdays? This is when we're posting.
Was it Mondays?
Was it Monday?
No, I think it was audio. The audio is Sunday. The video is Monday.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this on Sunday or watching this on Monday.
Or even if you're listening or watching 20 years from now. Rethink everything, okay? If you running from the police for no reason, okay?
Man, who would do that?
If you showing up to your girlfriend's house and you already knew that nigga was in there. You could have just went home.
Had to see for yourself.
You could have went home. You didn't have to try to see her get dug out. You knew he was there. So, hey man, just rethink it.
Stole the puppy.
Right, stole the puppy. Don't end up in jail for no bullshit. All right. Metanoia, everything, rethink everything. And please follow us. I'm sure we'll have a page for this called Metanoia Or Nah. So look that up on all the social media.
Spell it.
I'm spelling, but I know ain't nobody gonna have that name. Okay, so Metanoia, and then or NAH. So look that up. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. We're gonna push this thing hard, man. Y'all hold us accountable even as far as for this podcast, for our own personal content. Because we want to be stand-up comedians and filmmakers and all the above who can not only make you laugh, but also, just help you reevaluate some things and possibly better yourself. So absolutely. I am at Rudy of All Trades on all social medias as well as Cash App, Venmo.
I am Jerry with a G Comedy. GERRYWITTAG Comedy. Jerry with a G Comedy. I'll put it down here. When I edit. But also like, comment, share, and subscribe. Anything that you comment below, maybe give us some ideas, things you want to talk about. Give us things that you've done, maybe write a whole paragraph. I'll read the whole shit and then I could tell you how you should have done differently. Or he can tell you how he could done differently with a dog. That's how we'll figure that shit out.
Done it differently with a dog sounds crazy.
The bestiality.
I actually don't do dogs doggy style. I missionary my dog. Like what?
Oh man.
Well, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. My name is Rudy Wilson. This is Jerry with a G. This is the Metanoia Or Nah podcast, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.